viewers, welcome back to class. You are welcome to Master Builders Online Academy. If you are new in this channel, do consider subscribing to our channel and ensure you turn on the post notification bell for more exciting videos. Now guys, for your own advantage, do not skip any part of this video and ensure that anytime you are set to watch and to learn new concepts from our platform, do not entertain any form of distraction. Ensure you pay maximum attention so that you can extract all the ideas maximally. Now, last but not least, if at the end of watching this video, you do not understand it, you stand a chance to replay the video over and over again until you understand it. But if at the end of replaying the video over and over again, you still have questions to ask, guys, don't hesitate to go down to the comment section and make your necessary comments. We are good at answering questions. So we answer your questions to your satisfaction. So if this is understood, now let's get to work. Now we are looking at integration of functions in calculus for undergraduate students year 1, purely for objective students. And now we know that in this lesson we are using only shortcuts so as to enable you meet up with the examination duration. Alright, so on the board we have integration of linear function. And integration of linear function comes in this way. And we can equally call this integration of function of a function. Just the same way we have differentiation of function of a function. This is integration of function of a function, where you have a function of x and you have a power of the number of times the function of x occurs. Now, if this is understood from the question, we are asked to find the following integrals. Now, what do I need to know to be able to solve problems on linear functions effectively using shortcuts? Two things you need to put at the back of your mind. Number one thing here is to identify the power of the given function. Number one, identify the power of the given function, which is n. Number two, identify the function of x. These are the two things you need to identify. Identify the power of the given function, and finally identify the function itself, which is the function of x. Now, having obtained the function or identified the function of x, the next thing that you do is to differentiate the function of x with respect to x and pull down the result. Then integrate the function, which is the power of the given function, by increasing the power by 1. So all you need to do here, having identified the function and the power of function given, all you need to do is to increase the power by 1 and therefore differentiate the given function, then multiply the new power by the differential result you obtain when you differentiate the function of x. If this is understood, guys, let's quickly solve the problems we have on the board in line with the explanations that I just gave. On the board we have question number 1, solution. Y is equal to integral of x plus 1 raised to the power of 5 dx. Now I have that y is equal to, in one line we have the results here, since we are using shortcuts. So maximum of 2 lines, we will always have the answer. This is for objective students only. Now, how do I get it? The first is to identify the power, which is 5. Second, the function of s, which is x plus 1. So all I need to do is to what? Differentiate the function of x. When I differentiate x plus 1, this would have given us 1. Then the next thing I do is to increase the power by 1. This would have given us 6. So I will multiply 6 by 1, which I have differentiated, which is the result of what I have when I differentiate this function. Multiply by what? The increase of the power. Then I will have this as 1 all over. Now differentiate this function and increase this by 1. So when I increase 5 by 1, I have 6. And when I differentiate the function of x, I have 1. 1 multiplied by 6 is 6. Then repeat the given function and increase the power by 1 plus 6. This is the answer to this question. Now, if this is understood, let's look at question number 2. We have that y is equal to integral of 2x minus 7 all raised to the power of 3 dx. Very simple. The first thing you do is to put down the power, which is 3. Then increase it by 1. That would have given us 4. Next is to identify the function of x, which is 2x minus 7. Now differentiate this result. Here we have 2. Now 2 multiplied by 4. This will have given us 8. Then our answer becomes 1 over 8 into 2x minus 7 plus the new power, which is 4 plus 6. This is the answer to this question. Very simple. We have question number 3. Y is equal to integral of 3 minus 5x all raised to the power of 4 dx. In one line, here we have your answer. The first thing you do is to identify the power. Now the power here is 4. Increase the power by 1, you have 5. Next is to identify the function of x. The function of x that we have here is 3 minus 5x. Now when I differentiate 3 minus 5x, I have minus 5x. Now multiply these two values. Minus 5x multiplied by the new power, which is 5, would have given us negative 25. So I'm going to take 1 over this result. I have minus 1 over 25. Then repeat this question. 3x minus 5x. Increase the power by 1. This becomes 5 plus 6. This is the answer to this question. I hope this lesson is very, very interesting. Now listen carefully. I do always tell you, when you understand principles, you become a principal. Wisdom is the principal thing, as the Bible rightly said. And when you understand boundary conditions, you will not overstep your boundary. He that breaks the edge, the serpent shall bite. So don't overstep your boundary. And this only happens when you understand the boundary conditions. Principles, not memorizing, not crying. Understand the principles that work. You can use it to solve any problem in that category. Let them line up to 1 million, billions. You can solve it. Now, let's look at question number 4. Y is equal to integral of 3x squared minus 1 all raised to the power of 3 dx. So the first thing you will always do is equal to 1 over. The first thing you will always do is to identify the power of the given function. And the power here is 3. Then I will increase the power by 1. This will have given us 4. This is now the new power. Then the next is to pull down identify the function of x, which is 3s squared minus 1. When I differentiate 3s squared, I have 6x. When I differentiate 1, I have 0. So that means when I differentiate 3s squared minus 1, my outcome is 6x. Now that I have differentiated this, I will multiply this by the new power. So 4 multiplied by 6s, this will have given us 24x. Then I'll put down the 24x here. Now pull down the given function, 3s squared minus 1. Increase the power by 1, this is 4, plus c. This is the answer to this very question in 2 lines. In 1 line, you have your answer. All you just need to do, understand the power, identify the power, identify the function of x, increase the power by 1, differentiate the function of x, multiply the 2 results. It's as simple as this. Question number 5. We have that y is equal to integral of 5x plus 6 raised to the power of 19 dx. This is what I have. Now the first thing you always do is to identify the power of the given function. And here the power of the given function is 19. Then we will add 1 to it, and this will have given us 20. This happens to be the new power now. Then the next is to identify the function of x, which happens to be 5x plus 6. Then I will differentiate this function of x with respect to x. When we differentiate 5x, we have 5. And when we differentiate 6 with respect to x, we have 0. So when we differentiate 5x plus 6, we have 5. Then we multiply this result by this result. 5 multiplied by 20, we have this to be 100. Then this will have given us y is equal to 1 over 100. Pull down the given function plus 6 and increase this power by 1. And that would have given us 20, which is the new power, plus c. This is the answer to this very question. It's as simple as this. Now, what happens? Then finally, what happens if we have a question such as y is equal to integral of 2s cubed minus 3x all raised to the power of 4. How do I integrate this? Now, the first thing I do is to understand that this is what integration of linear function. And what do? I need to identify the power, and the power of this function is 4. Pull down 4, then increase it by 1, and this will have given us 5. The next is to identify the function of x, which is what? 2s cubed minus 3x. What are we going to do with this? We are quickly going to multiply this, differentiate this function. Now, we have 2x cubed minus 3x. Now, when we differentiate 2s cubed, this will have given us 6x. We reduce the power by 1, we have 6x raised to the power 2. When we differentiate 3x, we have minus 3. This is what we have. We have negative 3. If this is the outcome that we have, all we simply need to do now is to multiply this guy by this guy. And when we multiply this guy by this guy, this will have given us 5 multiplied by 6x squared minus 3. You can leave your answer in this form or expand, but I would prefer we leave it this way. So finally, our answer here would have become 1 over this multiplied by this, we said is 5, open bracket 6x squared minus 3. Then open bracket, repeat the given function, minus 3x, increase the power by 1, which is 5, plus c. This is the answer to this question. You can decide to expand by multiplying this deal on the top. Then we will have this 2s cubed minus 3x raised to the power of 5 all over 30s squared minus 15 plus c. This is the answer to this very question. So guys, you see that these things are very, very simple if you understand the principles. And like I do always tell you guys, if you understand principles, you become a principal. And when you understand boundary conditions, you will not overstep your boundaries. So guys, if at this point you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, do consider subscribing to our channel and ensure that you turn on the post notification bell for exciting videos when they uploaded. Like this video, share this video, and make your necessary comment. You can replay the video over and over again so that you can understand everything completely. Now guys, you can check the description below